So hi, Lucien. Thanks for taking part in Hydrogen Free. Obviously, it's an absolute pleasure to have you part of the series. For the sake of the video, do you mind just giving us a bit of an overview of who you are and the business that you represent?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, my name is Lucien Robroek. I'm the CEO and president of Nuvera Fuel Cells. We're our head office is based in Billerica, New Boston in the US, but we are basically having a global presence and active all around the world where fuel cells are being implemented from China, Europe, North America, and India. I guess those are the areas that we definitely are covering right now.
Fantastic. Well, to roll into the first question, I know you've been part of the hydrogen sector for many years, and I'd say for the past 12, 24 months, there's been a big push towards the sector. There's been a lot of hype, but what role do you see in hydrogen enabling us to reach our net zero targets?
Yeah, actually, it's a global, like I said, it's already a global presence right now. Hydrogen, in our mind, is the kind of real solution to kind of a multitude of industries. It's probably the most kind of logical carrier of energy, of clean energy. So because first of all, you can handle it more or less like we're used to traditional fuels like petrol and diesel, transporting, storing it. But it's also a very good and clean energy form, especially if it's green hydrogen for electric propulsion. And you see that happening everywhere. So where to use hydrogen in charging, say, electric vehicles and equipment and batteries, that's where our fuel cells play a role as well. And yeah, hydrogen, you can call it a hype, and Nuvera actually has been in the hydrogen business for a couple of decades. We've seen these hypes before. They came and they went, but right now we feel it's really different. It's much broader, carry it again, not only globally but also in the various sectors, various kind of applications, and it's really taking traction now to a level that I don't think we will ever be back from calling it a hype. It's there, and we do believe, like we've done for a long time, that hydrogen is the solution for a clean energy future.
Fantastic. And rolling into the next question, obviously we're seeing a lot of investment and partnerships and MOUs, and Nuvera are playing their own role in that as well. But alongside the positives, there is going to be challenges. And what challenges do you see we face as a sector?
Yeah, first of all, I think it's a very good thing that we see a lot of movement in that world of MOUs and partnerships and all of that, because we really need to develop the whole sector. It doesn't make any sense for Nuvera, for instance, to develop a great fuel cell engine if you cannot put it into an electrified vehicle, or if you cannot fuel that vehicle anywhere. So yeah, for that, there's a lot of activity required that's happening all around us. And I think a good thing is also that it's being carried by the more traditional, say, vehicle and equipment builders, as well as the more traditional energy companies. So we do see a lot of support all across that area. Now, having said that, the challenge obviously will be in balancing all of that kind of focus and timing it right. Yeah, there's obviously kind of some room for more competition in the future, but the market to develop and to cover is by far bigger than whatever we can cover with the existing players. So yes, keeping the growth and keeping the balance and the collaborations, I think, is very, very important on all fronts.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it seems that the sector is going in that way as well. Everyone seems to be pushing in the right direction. But in terms of the last question, I do have more focused around Nuvera and the business that you head up. What role will Nuvera play developing the hydrogen value chain throughout 2022 and beyond?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Nuvera again has been around in hydrogen country for decades. And we've been all over all kind of aspects like hydrogen production on site, hydrogen fueling systems. Much of that has been spun off. Right now, especially since we're part of the Hyster-Yale Group in 2015, we've been focusing on fuel cell engines, meaning that we are developing and we already have it on the market, a commercially available series produced engines that can take hydrogen and make electric power to preferably to charge the smaller batteries of vehicles, especially vehicles and machines and equipment that cannot do its kind of duty cycle that it's used to with for instance, the old fuels, petrol, diesel, because of the range of operation they need to do. There's no time to charge. There is no infrastructure that is capable of charging as fast as you need to do with those vehicles, and you cannot put enough batteries in those vehicles to just keep doing the work. What we do is within those fuel cell engine areas, we specialize in efficiency. So in the end, it's also about hydrogen fuel efficiency, as well as durability, and right now making it very easy to integrate a fuel cell into that whole system of electrical vehicle. And we feel that we're making a lot of progress there, and hopefully we'll be showing a lot of these demo vehicles and fleets all over the world.
Fantastic. Well, we really appreciate you taking part in the platform, and we see the Rotterdam booth seems to be gathering a lot of activity as well. So I imagine it's exciting times ahead for the rest of the year, and obviously everyone from Bosch wish you a great end to the year and a prosperous 2022.
Thank you very much, George. Thank you.